literacy is something that is as fundamental as speaking is to all of us. It's as fundamental as thought. It is a representation of thought. It's a representation of what we are as human beings.
Literacy really means learning the things that you need to learn to be able to be as successful as you can be in modern society.
Literacy and good literacy skills is about setting yourself up for life and success in life.
So literacy means to me lifelong learning. And it's really important because as children grow, literacy of course is very important as children, but it's also very important as you go through your life, making sure that you are a lifelong learner.
But it's becoming clearer across organizations that literacy is a strategy. It's not simply the discrete skills of decoding and being able to represent in printing or writing your thoughts. It's a strategy to develop community.
You need to have a champion. You need to have somebody who was maybe like our mayor when this started, who said literacy is important to my community. It's a piece of something that needs to happen in our community. We need to talk about it, we need to think of a plan, and we need to engage and involve a variety of people.
One of the things that we did within the City of Surrey when we developed our literacy strategy is making sure that it was embedded in every piece of public policy throughout the entire city, and that our staff and our department heads really have a good understanding of what that means.
One of the keys to success as far as Surrey is concerned is that the plan was intended to break down silos. The idea was to make sure that a literacy plan weaves through everyday life, both at municipal and across the community level.
There's a real recognition in Surrey that literacy is not a unique thing that sits over on the side by itself. It's intertwined with things like crime. It's part of the city's crime reduction strategy. It's there in the sustainability charter, which is talking about how our city can become sustainable. It's there in the social plan, the plan for social well-being for the Surrey citizens.
The business community and City Hall in particular has really embraced the idea of encouraging literacy. The fact is that with new people, new citizens coming to Canada, new people coming from all over the world to live in Surrey, you cannot rely on old models in order to be successful, because there's newness in the community generally.
If you go into the city and knock on a door in our municipality, inside that house are members who are relying on city service and families who are relying on school district service, and they're not interested in two different bodies pointing at each other saying, "Not my problem." They want to see solutions. We need to deliver them.
I think the name says it all. We welcome all students and families new to Surrey School District into the schools district and help them navigate through our oftentimes confusing education system and help them integrate into our community and understand their life in Canada a little more.
We just did what we needed to do creatively as a community, looking together, supporting each other, and just building it step by step.
It's not by chance that this is called the Welcome Center. Many places have assessment centers. We don't. We have a Welcome Center. And it implies a very different message, I believe, than an assessment center. Its location. It is literally in the center of Surrey. That was not an easy thing to accomplish, but all of those things, because of our values, we were able to stick to making it happen.
Education actually seems to be the most important thing in life. Without education, you can't be or do anything, and this is the place that helps us or helps our kids to be educated. I would like to thank the people whoever thought about opening this place, because without this place we'd be lost.
It's amazing that once you get people together starting to talk about literacy, that things can start to happen. And I think that's the key, is that somebody somewhere needs to say, this is important to our community, to what we're doing, to our future.
If we want to be successful, if we want our successive generations to be successful, you've got to embrace literacy. You've got to be able to communicate with each other, even with yourself. And anything that you can do to encourage your population to be literate will strengthen those goals.
My advice to community leaders would be to provide strong leadership. So to municipalities, provide that strong leadership. Understand that they have an important role to play. They are the ones that can, as I said before, break down those silos, can make sure that people understand the connectivity and the roles that each of them can play. In the workplace, play, in leisure, all the kind of things that need to be considered. Leadership is absolutely key to this.
Because when each person succeeds in their own way, we succeed as a city, we succeed as a community. And so if we can work together to make sure that that happens, then we're well on our way.